Hey, what's up guys? It's Brendan from Best Life Weight Loss. And today's bike vlog, I want to talk about cardio and weight training. And when I tell people about weight training, they think you got to be at the gym, they think you got to be doing fucking machines and bench press and deadlifts. And weight training is literally just anything you're doing with some fucking weights. What I do, I got some fucking dumbbells. I call it weight training. I got some dumbbells, I got a little lat pull down doohickey that goes on the door. I don't have much, but I'm trying. That being said, you've seen the video in the past about the weights. It's a similar concept where when I look over here, I'm looking at my weights. But you get your cardio down. You want to start doing, I would say, I always say give yourself 2 to 3 minutes of starting. But it really comes down to how you feel. You're doing your cardio, maybe you've already picked your diet, you're starting to lose some weight, and you see the changes in yourself, and you think, okay, maybe I want to start doing some weights, start doing some push-ups. I didn't start my push-ups till like a year into my weight loss journey. So when I really started and said, hey, I'm gonna do fucking push-ups. It wasn't something I could do, and even then, like a year into my journey, I was, even though I had lost weight, I didn't have the upper body strength to do push-ups. I was doing like 2 push-ups, maybe 3. Where when I was younger and tried to lose weight, I could at least do like 15. So, when I was really little, I couldn't do any fucking push-ups. So it was always something I wanted to really be able to accomplish. And I think that's why now I can knock out 40 really nice, deep push-ups very easily. 2 years ago, you're barely getting 1 push-up out of me, let alone 40. That's crazy. But what ends up happening is you're gonna want to do more. And I know it sounds crazy, but the more exercise you do, the more you move, the more you burn, the more you want to do it. And when you start and you decide, hey, I think it's time to do the weights, you want to start light. Especially, I always harp on the 300 pounds because I was 300 pounds. So I always have that perception. I always am looking at so many things from those still 367 pound lenses. So when I say, 'cause you can get some 25s, blast your arms, but your form's gonna be shit. You're probably not gonna be able to do that many reps at 25s. I started with 15s and I feel like I should have started with 10s. I feel like I would have built more muscle over time. I wasn't thinking at the time about building muscle. I was just all about fat and weight loss. But I see now building muscle is one of the best ways to lose fat. You gotta understand, guys, the bike, the stationary bike, the cardio, it's the easy method. It is low intensity, zone 2 cardio. It is much easier to do this than, say, go to a gym and fucking bench press and deadlift and do every exercise in the gym. That is much more work. Full body workouts. My body would be amazing if I was doing that. But it's harder, it's more of a commitment, it's more time consuming. The stationary bike, hopping on, doing the cardio, it's time consuming. But for me, it's very easy. It's something that I know I can do. I've been doing it for a while now. And I've always kind of enjoyed biking. So it was a good transition and plateau for me. Not everyone is gonna like the bike, and that's fine. But I do think everyone should be doing some form of cardio. Back to the weights though, start with 10s. And just do different muscle groups. If you're doing 10s, you're not doing full body workouts, you're not going crazy. So you could do a little bit of reps for your entire body. Now, I'm not a scientist. I'm not hitting my obliques, my delts, my traps, my this, my that. Maybe eventually I will get there when I really start to want to tone and tighten and build massive muscle. But right now I'm still just trying to lose the extra skin, and I'm trying to get my body into, the idea is for me right now is I just want to get into that BMI range. You know, I'm 5'11". BMI range is like 165 to 180. That's really my target goal. You know, it's summer and hanging out, been going out and eating more. So my loss has been, it feels like, you know, when I'm on the scale, the numbers really aren't changing as much week by week, but I'm putting in a lot more work on the weights as well. And I can really, you know, tell the difference when I'm looking at myself in the mirror. You know, I constantly say you guys should be looking in the mirror, taking pictures of yourself. You want to document your journey, because especially you start doing the weights, you take a picture of yourself month by month, and you're gonna start to see lines form, you're gonna start to see definition in the muscles, and it's gonna motivate you. You know, I recently upped my weights, and I use both sets of dumbbells. Now I have a set of 20s and I have a set of 15s. And what I've been doing for the bicep curls at least is drop sets. So I'll start off doing fucking the 20s, I'll do 30 bicep curls. Try and do them as clean as I can. About 27, 28, I start to get sloppy with them. As soon as I get done though, boom, pick up the 15s, I do 20 of those. And then I do the Jay Cutler method. Jay Cutler would rest for like 45 seconds in between sets. So that's what I started doing. I started setting up on my phone the 45 minutes, and man, I kind of fell. I don't know if I bumped it or what, but I'll do that. I'll set it up on my phone, 45 minutes, 45 seconds, and then I'll go back. And at that point, I'm not, especially with those 20s now, I'm not doing 30. But, you know, I'll probably do about 25. You know, I'll really try, get that 25, and then boom, go to the 15s. I'm not doing 20 in those now, though. I'll probably do about 13. And that's kind of where I'm consistent. And I'll do that for maybe 4 or 5 sets. I really don't do, I don't say, oh, I'm gonna do 5 sets. I really go until I just can't anymore. You know, there's a lot of shit about you don't need to train to failure, you do need to train to failure. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I don't know all the shit. But I do like the way my muscles feel after I train to failure. I like that sore feeling. You know, right now, I have a little bit of soreness on the caps of my biceps because I was hitting it really fucking hard yesterday. And I might have hit it so hard, I might not be able to do the bicep curls today. And when you do that, when you're working out your muscle groups, you end up going too far. The next day, you want to work out muscle groups that are not gonna be, you know what I mean? Try and work out something else. You never want to not work out. Saturday, I wanted to do some extra stuff, but I really didn't want to hit more cardio. My legs were tired. Kind of wanted to give them a break. So I just hit the weights. I hit the weights hard. And for the rest of the day, Saturday, I felt fucking great. I felt good, you know? And the power you get from doing cardio is your movement, going up and down the stairs. Your everyday life just feels better. But once you start to do the weights, you know, you visually see things. You start to see the muscle, everything you're doing now, picking up, pulling, lifting, pushing, it's all easier. So moving around before was easy when you're doing the cardio, but now you're doing the weights. So it's very important to mix it all in. I've always talked about the weight loss journey. You have to have multiple things coming together, and cardio, weights, and obviously the number one thing, you have to be in a calorie deficit if you want to lose the weight. Hope you start your weight loss journey today and stay positive, guys.